Geraldine Lewis. I support school vouchers for people like yourself who's already paying for your child. I believe that if we're going to pay for any children, we should pay for all children. And I believe that we should allow the parents to be able to choose which school they want to go to. And then I would also like to see more parental involvement and input. So, thank you.
That kind of brings me to my next question. I'm Maria Dunnigan. Are you a supporter of the education reform proposal? And is there a specific alternative to class size reduction that you feel will work to help improve K through 12 education or public education in Nevada?
Carolyn Essex. I'm not familiar with that, but I will say this: it has been proven that the smaller size classrooms are more effective in teaching the students, and so I am definitely a proponent for that. Also, I feel like there are good things in Nevada. There are good things in our educational system. And I believe if we look at those good things like the empowerment schools and the magnet schools, if we look at those things and we implement them across the board, we will get a better educated Nevada. I also believe that there should be a community type of feeling in an environment in the school system. And I say that there should be healthy relationships with teachers, students, children. We should form healthy relationships and not be in contention, because you have the child in the middle and then you have the administrators and the teachers and the parents around that child. And we all want that child to be educated, and yet we're all yapping at each other. How beneficial is that? And so I think that the promotion of more community, more interaction, more communication, and more trust amongst stakeholders will be very beneficial.
Geraldine Lewis. Yes, I am for school education reform. I don't believe in just throwing money at schools. I don't believe in, well, I guess that's not one of our questions right now, but just raising taxes just to get to continue to pour money into the schools that no one's accountable. I believe in accountability. I just believe that there needs to be a true reformation of our school system in Nevada.
And just hold the panel
Can I
now.
answer your question? Yes.
I'm sorry. Basically, it's just the proposal is about finding other ways than throwing money, like you said, and in an alternative to class size reduction. And I was wondering if you had an alternative.
Well, just as I said, I think the school vouchers would help out a whole lot, you know, so I don't want to just continue because I know he's
Oh, no, we got 2 minutes, go ahead.
Yes, I do. Okay, you want to say something?
I just believe that we should build more schools. We should actually, crowded schools are not going to get our children educated. The teachers are overwhelmed. I'm a mom. My child has went through this Clark County School District, and now I have a 7-year-old going through the Clark County school system. Overcrowding is just, it's incomprehensible, the things that the children have to put up with, the teachers have to put up with. We need more schools. We build more schools, there'll be more jobs also in areas. And we also just need to expand those empowerment schools, expand those things that are working in the magnets and the preparatory academies and things of those natures. We need to expand those, and the schools should not be crowded at all costs. And that would be my alternative, is to build more schools, which would create more jobs, which would develop more communities. Thank you.
Yes, Tom Wilbright. One of the complaints that we've heard is that there's been too many schools built, and every time you turn around the corner, there's another school there. And one of the complaints that is seeped into Nevada is that they're building these one-level schools, And you see these buses that are being driven around that are maybe a third filled. And there's been some talk about possible legislation for future long-range plans of actually building the schools on top of each other so that you have 2 and 3 level schools as opposed to these single schools, like I said, that are built around every single corner. And I'd like to comment on it. Thank you.
Due to time constraints, please keep it 30 seconds or less.
Okay, Geraldine Lewis. I'm for just looking around to find out what would work best for our schools. I would not discount that. I think it would be a lot less travel for the students if you have more of them at the same place. So, as I said, it's something I would have to look into. But I would like for it not to be too disruptive for students or for parents. So I'm really concerned about our parents. I'd like to get some input from our parents before we just did that. You know.
Carolyn Essex, Assembly District 7. To your question, sir, not in my neighborhood. We don't have enough schools. We have overcrowded schools. We have buses that are full. And that's what I was talking about. There is an unbalance. And so when there's a mismanagement, clearly there's a mismanagement. So that's what I was talking about when I said we need to look at the picture of our education system. And we need to look back at it and say, over here is bloated. Over here is deflated. We need to even out that picture. And that's why I'm running for Assembly District 7, because not in my neighborhood, sir. Our classrooms are overcrowded.
All righty, thank you. That is time for District 7.